Hey there, Bruins fans! Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. We are about a month away from Bruins hockey being back, and as we know, they got pretty banged up during the Stanley Cup Playoffs. So I figured we'd check in on a couple players and give you an injury update. Let's start things off here with defenseman John Moore. He suffered a broken humerus, but waited until the playoffs were over to get the surgery during the offseason. He's going to miss all of training camp and the start of the Bruins season. Now it's time to talk about our good friend Kevin Miller. Now we know that this guy plays the game hard. He's blocking shots, he's hitting anything that moves, so that can really wear down on the body. And he's 30 years old now. He suffered from a fractured knee and a torn oblique, and he had to have surgery twice. So there's absolutely no timeline for this guy. It does seem like he's going to miss training camp as well and potentially the start of the season. If things go well and his recovery speeds up and he's feeling good, then they'll get him in there. But basically Don Sweeney was like, the man's been through 2 surgeries. We know his crazy long history of being injured, so they really don't want to rush him and make things worse just so he can be out again. He only played 39 regular season games. This guy has not had luck in the injury department. So if you don't rush Kevin Miller, then maybe you can finally get a long season of health. Now, as for the captain, he had some loose fragments in his elbow. He's going to be fine. It looks like he'll be there for training camp and the start of the season. As we know, he took a puck to the face and played with the jaw injury in the playoffs, so pretty much at this point, we know that nothing is holding Zdeno Chara back from playing, so he'll be ready to go for the start of the season. Now, I know what you're thinking. John Moore and Kevin Miller are not our all-stars, but it's actually going to affect us a lot more than you think. Right now, Charlie McAvoy and Brendan Carlo are technically not on the team. They're not signed. Don Sweeney thinks it's going to get resolved. I think it's going to be resolved, so that's probably nothing to worry about. But as of right now, our right side is Connor Clifton, Steven Kampfer, and Alex Petrovic, who's signed to a PTO. So if you were wondering why that got signed, it's basically because they don't know if Clifton's ready for a full-time NHL commitment. Kampfer is better off being a 7th or 8th D, and Petrovic has a little more experience. He's not the best defenseman, but he could help you out in a Kevin Miller role. So if Carlo and McAvoy sign, you're still going to need some depth on defense because you're already missing Moore and Miller at the start of the season. Now, that does give an opportunity for a guy like a Vakanainen, a Lazan, a Zaboral to come in, but as we know, the captain's going to be playing. He's always going to get his 18 minutes or above. Torrey Krug is an offensive juggernaut, so he's going to be getting 20 minutes or above. We saw that in the playoffs. And obviously, if McAvoy and Carlo come back, they're sucking up a lot of those minutes too. So it's not a big loss. You're just getting third-pair D guys who have to come in for a little while, and hopefully Moore and Miller will speed up their recovery and be back in no time. That's all I got for you in this one. If you're pumped for the Bruins season to start, make sure to give this video a big like. And if you're looking for more content like this, there's going to be a lot more of it rolling in as we get closer to training camp and the regular season. So make sure you subscribe.